This is going to be a copywriting masterclass. You'll see the exact scripts I used with ad spend. You'll see the exact scripts I'm going to use in terms of filming and launching ads behind it. You'll see metrics on the ad account itself, so you can see the ads in real time, how they're performing, and also you're going to see how I script specific video ad scripts, where I can put money into it, and it's going to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to clip this here, and I'll do a screen share of my laptop, and I'm going to walk you through the whole process of how I script ads, why I script specific ads, and the actual script structure as well. So we'll go to the ad account, we'll go to old scripts I've used, we'll go to the new scripts I'm currently scripting off of specific data points. So I'm going to do a quick loom. Okay, so the first thing that we want to think about is, let's go off of data. Let's understand specific KPIs. For my KPI, my average cost per book call that I'll be happy with is around $360 cost per qualified book call. My investment is $25,000, so it's very, very high ticket. It's not $3,000, so my cost per book call is going to be for higher quality people that already know the investment price. So 360. If you look at my screen, there is an ad that has generated a $83 cost per book call. A lower cost per book call does not mean it's better. In this case, that was actually worse. I've lost almost $10,000 for this specific video ad hook. But let's understand why that's the case, like why I lost money even though the cost per book call basically cut in a quarter from 380 down to $80. So what happened here? So if we watch the video, so I'm going to play the sound on.
5,000, 9,000, 9,000, 8,000, 6,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 5,000, all in September.
That's 6 seconds, and that's the hook. We have to understand a video ad on the ad accounts. Based off all the impressions of how many people actually watch through the video, the average watch time on a video ad for a VSL call funnel is between 3 seconds to 5 seconds. I wasted the first 6 seconds going through the hook. That hook is more for a B2C offer, or it feels like free or like easy money. But now let's understand the bridge. So that was the hook. Now let's understand the bridge. So we're at 7 seconds.
$168,000 in the last 29 days. And here's a live refresh of my Stripe and WAP dashboard because screenshots are BS in 2025.
Now we're at 15 seconds, the mark. But it's like case study to live case study. So I was the reason why I created this script is because I wanted to lead with proof, like heavy proof.
No courses, no Lambos, and no fake flex.
So even if I was trying to, explain of like, hey, this is not a get rich quick, there's no courses, there's no fake flexing, there's no rented Lambos, to help improve lead quality, that was my main goal for this specific video.
4 weeks ago, I had
20 seconds in, I'm trying to go for like credibility, like, hey, 4 weeks ago, I had 659 followers.
59 followers. No audience and no brand awareness. Just a brand new offer. And the custom system.
And now that's 28 seconds. And I'm not even talking about the offer yet. I'm not talking about who I'm talking to, like the ICP. This is the reason why this ad did well on soft metrics, but did very, very bad on the back end. Imagine, I'm okay paying $360, $380 cost per book call if it was qualified. I don't feel comfortable spending $80 cost per book call when everybody's just not qualified. This was very expensive, and there's a reason why this failed. It was very B2C type hook. The bridge was just doubling down on that hook. There was no qualification, there's no disqualification, and there's no mention about the offer. And we're already like 28 seconds, 30 seconds into the video, and it just did not perform because of the script itself. I was trying to lead in with massive amounts of proof, but that did not work out. So we want to learn from it. We understand that the hook is very, very strong. But before I explain why that hook is very strong, we want to understand more of averages. So if we look at my account average is roughly an 18% hook rates, 31% hold rates. Let's understand these ads and why they're doing well. Hold rates, 27%, hook rates, 18%, 25%, 35%. For this specific ad, 13 calls, $19 cost per book call. That's insane. I wish I can definitely maintain it. So the hook rate, hold rate for these, slightly higher, but nothing too crazy. Just seemed like people resonated quite, look at the drop off too. So I look at the video views. So from the video views, 25, 50, 75, 95, 100%. So we can see where the drop off is. And also the average watch time. It's usually 3 to 5 seconds. I mean, based off these metrics, it just seems like the hook did well for some ads, because like the sum of the ads were like higher than average. Hold rate did well compared to average for some of them. Some of my older ads that are like Alex Hormozy based, where it's like keyword based, have definitely stronger hooks. But we conclude that the reason why we got a lower cost per book call for that specific video ad is because it felt and looked like easy money, which is more for B2C offer, where it's like get rich quick, but that's what I was not trying to imply in the video. So let's say the hook is very strong. How can we get that hook but convert it into a very, very strong video that qualifies and disqualifies and helps improve the lead quality, but also gets a similar cost per book call like this, $80. If I create a script that works well, like this video seen here, but I make sure it has higher quality, I can get a better cost per book call than $360, $380. If we're averaging around $80 cost per book call for this specific video, that's more of like a B2C type video, and we improve it to have some qualifications, disqualifications, mentioning the offer right off the bat, we can get that $360 cost per book call down to maybe like $150 to maybe $220, which is amazing if I can get it down. Like we'll make a lot of money if those people are qualified. I don't mind if it's below, sub 300s or below 300s. That's very, very good for my offer. So how can we pivot? First, let's understand that specific script. So I have the script here. So I have the bridge to the body. So I mentioned $168,000 in 29 days. Here's a live refresh of my Stripe and WAP dashboard. No courses, Lambos, no fake flexing. I had 659 followers, just a brand new offer. So the bridge here is already quite long. It just reiterates, the hook, which is like, fast money. And the bridge doesn't mention anything in terms of my ICP, like who I'm talking to and what my offer is. Just the custom systems I built behind the scenes for some of the top info product guys in the last 6 years. And then I don't even go to the what I offer yet. I'm also part of Jeremy Haynes' inner circle. That's keyword hacking. So using Jeremy Haynes' word to filter through people that are much more qualified, but that did not work for this specific case. Then towards the end of the video, what I do, simple, I offer a completely white glove done for you service. And then it goes to the CTA. So there's a lot of fluff that did not have to be there that was impacting my videos. So I've created a new revised version and I want to walk you through why I did. So that was a video that decreased my cost per book call from $360, $380 down to $80. But lead quality was really bad. Now we want to get that structure, the hook specifically. How can we replicate that hook, but make sure it's qualified and we disqualify quite heavily right off the bat? So now let's go to the new scripts. As you can see here, I'm using these two hooks. So I'm using the same thing, 9K, 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 5K, 5K. This is going to be on WAP dashboard now. All in the last few days. All right, so same exact hook. And then I have a different hook, $132,000 in the last few weeks because we built a custom marketing funnel that attracts the right people, which we'll now install into businesses that sell anything expensive online. So now this is a longer hook, but this will use big numbers because it's a visualization. $132,000 last few weeks. So instead of last few days, last few weeks. Built a custom marketing funnel that attracts the right people. So I am indirectly calling out people who are struggling with lead quality. And then in the second part, which we now install into businesses that sell anything expensive online. So I'm already qualifying them even further. So an indirect qualification to a direct qualification as well. So not only I have a strong hook, but then the second section is going to be qualification and qualification. Then now we go to the bridge. The bridge is technically the second and third sentence of the entire video. So it's going to be hook, bridge, body, CTA. That's a typical script structure. So we want to break it down into different types of bridges, the second and third sentence. So if you see on my screen, there's different bridges I'm using, different types of examples. By the way, I've recorded all of this already. I'm just putting into production. I just want to explain why I filmed these specific parts. So we want to target specific people. But how do we do that? Some examples are people that are in market demographic. So these are people who are already buying or who are already switching, that they know that this is the solution. Then we want to talk about problem aware people. But people will say problem aware, but like what type of problem? Well, you need to understand your ICP. What are the top problems that your ICP is struggling with? In my case, my ICP struggles with lead quality. So problem aware, lead quality. Problem aware, burnt by agencies. Problem aware, need fully done for you. And solution aware, they know they need the systems. And direct ICP call, qualified without saying coaches or consultants first. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 different types of themes I'm using for my bridge portion, the second and third question. So let's analyze why I'm using these bridge parts to help improve lead quality. So the hook is very good. It's going to get a lot of people. It's going to decrease that cost per book call. But the downside for that hook that I'm using, like 9K, 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 it brings unqualified people. So now for the next few seconds, we got to make sure we're qualifying very, very hard and disqualifying very, very hard right off the bat. So there's no fluff and we go straight to qualifications. So we can get a lower cost per book call because of the hook, but we want to make sure we're increasing the cost per book call to make sure we're getting higher quality people. Remember, there's an inverse correlation between the cost of a lead or a call with lead quality. Typically, the more expensive a lead is or a cost per book call is, the higher quality is because of the friction. I just want to lay that out there. Okay, so let's first analyze in-market demo. So I say 9K, 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 right? So that's the visual hook. Then it goes to the bridge. These came from founders, qualification, already spending 5 figures on ads, direct qualification, who fired their agencies and had us rebuild their entire acquisition system end-to-end. Next bridge, so 9K, 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 9K. That's the hook that I say. Every payment here is from a B2B high-ticket business that had traffic. What they lacked was a backend that filtered buyers before the call. Direct ICP column, B2B high-ticket businesses. Problem, they didn't have a backend that filtered buyers before the call. So indirect qualification for lead quality. Now, problem where? So I say the hook, so 9K, 9K PIF, 9K, looks like quick money, just to get their attraction. Then we want to go straight to the qualification. None of these high-ticket clients, direct call out, had a traffic issue. They had a lead quality issue. Problem, qualification. We rebuilt their funnels to ensure every single call on their calendar was with a prospect who was financially qualified. Okay, so those are 3 examples. You can go through some of my examples as well. Now, let's go to a direct one as well. So I say the hook, 9K, 9K PIF, 9K PIF, 9K PIF. Then it goes to the bridge. These clients were already doing $20,000 to $50,000 per month. Direct ICP call out, very, very direct. We're A/B testing this. Most of the time, direct callouts don't work, but it's always best to test within your specific data. That's why I have 6 examples, so 6 different themes. We rebuilt the systems that took them to consistent 6-figure months, and that's why people work with us. Trust building. Direct ICP callouts with trust building. Now let's go to the body. Every client you just saw had the same core problem. Their systems weren't built to scale. Their funnels look good on the surface, but underneath it, they were leaking opportunity. Ads pulling from the wrong audience, funnels that didn't filter or pre-frame intent, automation gaps that let warm leads go cold, zero visibility into where their best buyers actually came from. That's exactly what we fix. We rebuild your entire marketing department end to end, so it's a completely done for you system. From ad creative, scripting, multi-funnel design, backend automations, and CRM tracking. Everything is built custom to your business, not recycled from a template. Reason why I mentioned template is a lot of my clients or people that come work with me is like they've got burnt by big agencies in the past where they get handed over to a intern or a junior media buyer or somewhere that's they've never met before, but that they're not working with the person directly or the guru that they actually bought from directly. And they're currently using like some recycled ClickFunnels templates or a landing page that looks like looks bad. It looks scammy. which I don't resonate with. So I also mentioned this isn't a course, it's not a strategy call, or it's a coaching offer. I don't coach coaches, I don't sell a course, right? So I got to make sure I let them know right off the bat. It's a completely done-for-you system that handles your client acquisition from click to close deal, built by me personally, one-to-one every single week. The same infrastructure that scaled me from $0 to $173,000 in 29 days. And this is what I install for clients who are serious about fixing their marketing problems for good. And I have the CTA. Click learn more and apply for a one-to-one done-for-you partnership. So the breakdown is hook, first sentence, bridge, second sentence, and then body. Very direct. So I do want to mention, we used the hook, the 9K, because it worked for our data. The data told us like, hey, this is a very good cost per book call. But the quality was not good. So we had to shift the bridge and the body to make sure we're ultra qualifying and disqualifying these prospects. So now we can leverage a lower, let's say our cost per book call is here with our current scripts. But if we use the kind of like the 9K hook, our cost per book call is going to be here, right? But quality is not good. If we want to add a bit of friction, our cost per book call is going to rise here. But it's still lower than this one. So there's that delta, which that's why I created those scripts. So I can lower the cost per book call and get a bit of volume. So I filmed these. I'm going to put them into production with a creative team, and then I'm going to test them out and I'm going to report back to the findings. So those are my observations based off my data. Those are my pivots based off my data and the reasonings why I'm doing this specific thing. And now we're going to put it into practice. We're going to put ad spend behind it, and we're going to see if that analysis is true. And I get to share it with you guys, which is the fun part. Anyways, much love and talk soon. I'm going to go on a walk. It's beautiful weather out there, and talk soon. Cheers. Bye.